David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Kevin, thanks. Star players move around more than ever, it seems, but guys like Damian Lillard are emulating legends like Dirk Nowitzki, who stayed put in Dallas his whole career.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at center. And looking at the Nets, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard spot. Now, here's Nurkic. Lillard outside. Nurkic finds Ariza. Back to Nurkic. 4 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Lays it up and banks it in.
Now Nurkic does a great job just keeping the motor running.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Dinwiddie outside. Back to Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Nurkic. Lillard against Irving. Lillard right side, pass to Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
And Kyrie went directly into contact that time, throwing his body at the defense.
It's his first trip to the line. Both free throws good for Irving.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now, here's Nurkic. Anthony looking it over. Back to Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Got it. Good job in the low post. Nurkic has got 6.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Nobody near Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Shots good by Anthony.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Outside Irving. The pass to LeVert. Wants to get it to Irving and does. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. He has 6.
When you make shots like that, Kyrie is showing just how confident he is in his offensive ability.
To the inside. Here's Ariza. Misses from short range. And Joe Allen will bring it up for the Nets. Dinwiddie kicks to LeVert. Uses the glass to finish the layup. LeVert's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Now here's McCollum. The dish to Ariza. Passes to Nurkic. McCollum kicks to Lillard. McCollum trying to get open. Lillard misses. Nets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's LeVert. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard the pass to Ariza. We've got 1:18 left here in the opening quarter. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Defended by Durant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. Harris is checked in for Karis LeVert. And Luwawu subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Dinwiddie. Luwawu, the pass to Dinwiddie. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
As soon as Whiteside positions himself, he just spikes that one away. It's like he's playing beach volleyball.
Inside. Down low, and Lillard gets double teamed. Back to Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Well, whenever Whiteside has a chance to dunk, man gon' dunk.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Luwawu. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Dinwiddie with it. He feeds it to Jordan. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Trailblazers lead by 2. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is...
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Whiteside. Collins is out there with Little. Then it's Rodney Hood, and it's Trent in at the 1. Here's Trent. To the paint, and stolen by Prince. And here's the fast break. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The three-pointer no good. Here's the break. Collins passes to Whiteside. Back to Collins. Whiteside against Dinwiddie. The offensive rebound. Whiteside, good.
Well, Whiteside beats everybody to the ball, but then maybe the wingspan helps out. 7'7". Reach over the top, snatch that.
Pass to Trent. Little with the ball. Harris is there. Hood on the wing. Dinwiddie covers. And it's Little finishing it off.
Heads up play by Rodney Hood.
Nets trail by 4. Here's Dinwiddie. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Durant with a wide open look. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, DeAndre Jordan dominates this game on both ends around the glass.
McCollum finds Hood. It's Ariza on the wing. to Hood. It's stolen by Harris. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Irving. Jordan controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Jordan's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
Well, never giving up on the play. DeAndre Jordan keeps after that one, and a sensational flush.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is given. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move. He isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Dinwiddie passes to KD. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
For a spindly guy, Durant has such great body control. Hard not to foul him when he carves his way in that deep.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Jared Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's LeVert in for Dinwiddie. And Portland with a change here, too. Lillard's checked in for Rodney Hood. And it's in there.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
1:36 left in the first half. Outside Irving. All sorts of time. And the basket is good. Irving's got 8 points.
Yeah, I feel like he uses the dribble to set up his rhythm for the mid-range shots like that one. Kyrie knocks another in.
McCollum finds Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Back to McCollum. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. McCollum's got 4 this quarter.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Keeps it alive. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Ariza no luck. For Brooklyn, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Nurkic dishes to Anthony. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. 4-point game. Here's Durant. Here's Allen. Shoots over Nurkic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is on Ariza.
Such a force as Allen goes to the line. A real throwback. Jared is a center who primarily operates near the hoop.
Prince is checked in for the Nets. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the basket by Lillard.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Irving. Pass to Luwawu. It's LeVert on the wing. And the pass to Allen. Back to LeVert. The 3. Here's Prince. And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
Collins affecting that.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One guy who's been getting it done is Jusuf Nurkic.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. That one goes. Count it. Nurkic has got the lead up to 6 now for Portland.
Not bad. Nurkic with a nice shot there, especially off of that assist.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's McCollum. Anthony in the corner. Back to McCollum. He dishes it to Carmelo. Just 5 on the clock. McCollum passes to Carmelo. The rebound by the Nets. Allen's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
And it's good, 2 points. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Dinwiddie finds Allen. Outside Irving. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 4 assists in the game. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
And the All-Star Kevin Durant, a slender, quick-footed forward. He's added a bit of physicality and defensive presence to his game the last couple years.
And Portland making a change here. Whiteside's checked in. Little passes to McCollum. Here's Trent. Back to McCollum. That one's not going to go. Some solid defense there from Irving. Durant attacking. Count that one. KD's got 6.
On defense, your priority is to close out on Durant's outside shot, but then he has that tight handle. Simply drives right by you.
Prince against Hood. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Harris, bounce pass. In the corner, Irving with it. Good D by McCollum. Trailblazers leading by 4. Here's Trent, and he dunks it down.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Durant kicks to Prince. Wants to get it to KD and does. Short. The basket good off the assist from Durant. 6 points for him.
Not allowing the defense to cover him or alter his shot there was DeAndre Jordan getting to the rim.
To the middle and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Prince against Hood, and it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Prince.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Little dishes to Whiteside, and that one drops for him.
And getting to the point where you're going to have to start respecting Whiteside's jump shot. Effective shooting off the pass, and good timing there from the big man.
Back to KD. Over Little. From 17 feet out, Harris misses.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Trent passes to Whiteside. To the inside. Here's McCollum. And Irving pulls it down.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
It's McCollum on the wing, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Irving way outside. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Irving's got 7 now in this quarter. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's the Nets up 1. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And it's Ariza with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. They've got Anthony. He's out there with Trevor Ariza. Damian Lillard out there with Collins. And it's Trent in at the 2.
Collins not afraid of getting hit on the inside and goes up through all of that arms and legs in there.
It's Prince on the wing. Allen trying to break free. They get the rebound. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. And the Nets lead by 1. Anthony in the corner. Lillard outside. Collins against Prince. Collins dishes to Carmelo. Collins passes to Lillard. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. That's now 8 points for Damian Lillard.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Here's LeVert. And the rejection by Collins.
Terrific instincts defensively as Zach Collins able to reach over and get that one.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for the Nets. Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. LeVert from outside. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Here's Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Nurkic. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Nurkic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
And they get it, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Damian Lillard.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Kyrie Irving.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
Shifty with his speed, incredible ball handling. So hard to guard Kyrie, but so thrilling to sit here and watch it all up close.
Durant's checked in for Prince. Lillard against Irving. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Lillard. Nurkic has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Irving kicks to LeVert. Back to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Dinwiddie passes to Irving. Over Trent for the 3. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
And it's Lillard missing. Nets trail by 6. Dinwiddie attacking. Got a hand on it. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And here they go. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, Lillard is fearless, able to take that hit and calmly knock one down and one.
McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. .158 left here in the fourth quarter. Irving kicks to KD. Back to Irving. LeVert from outside. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor it.
Passes it to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Outside Anthony. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Over Allen. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Ariza passes to Nurkic. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Well, Nurkic tonight stepping up in a big way and taking the lead role here offensively.
Irving dishes to Allen.
Well, nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. The feed to Carmelo. Back to Nurkic. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope. Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Anthony, the pass to Nurkic. Misses from close range. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It might be.
And boy, you have to be impressed with LeVert's composure in the clutch. That kind of confidence will take you a long way.
Ariza. But they get it back. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Ariza dishes to Nurkic. And a wide open look for McCollum. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, that's a go-to for CJ. He looks to spray it from three-point line as much as he possibly can.
Misses the shot. And so it's Portland winning this one. This was a very strong show. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for Brent Barry.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the locker room.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point guard position. Now, here's Nurkic. Paul George with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. It's George on the wing. Good on the triple. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Trailblazers. It's a 3-point game. Lillard, the pass to Ariza. Back to Lillard. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Down low. Ariza dishes to Carmelo. And it's sent back by George.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender. It looked like the defense just flat out froze out there. Clear breakdown in communication to allow that easy bucket. The homecoming for Paul George, playing in LA with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And yes, it's good.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Back to Ariza. Outside Anthony. It's tipped. Feeds to Nurkic. It's McCollum on the wing. 5 on the clock. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And Beverly kicks to George. The 3-ball. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, and you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Now here's McCollum. Nurkic, the pass to Anthony. Hits the close-range jumper.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' gain.
Trailblazers trail by 5. The pass to Nurkic. Inside, Ariza. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
A strong finisher around the rim. Ariza with the size to do some damage.
Outside, George to the left side wing. Here's Beverly. George with the ball. Lillard picks him up. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. George has got 7 points in the game. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Trailing by 5. Back to Ariza. Lillard, right side. Pass to McCollum. Good work there as it goes.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Now, here is George. He has 7. Pass to Leonard. Beverly with the ball. Fires from deep. Zubats against Nurkic. Beverly for three. Nice D from Lillard. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now here's Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. A nice shot by George.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
The shot and game clock separated by 4 to the paint. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Good work defensively by Morris.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Leonard the pass to Morris. And George kicks to Morris. Back to George. Up again, and that concludes the first quarter of play. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from...
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
Lou Williams out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Harrell. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Green in at the power forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. After a promising rookie campaign, a lost year for Zach Collins, he played only 3 games before the injury took away the rest of his season.
Yeah, I mean, a strange year and a lost year for Collins. You could say that about the whole NBA for that regard. But Collins is underrated as a prospect outside of Portland. This team loves the energy and skill he brings to the table.
Now here's Williams. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. The drive by Jackson, just 5 to shoot. Shamet the pass to Harrell. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Whiteside dishes to Collins. Passes it to Hood. Back to Collins. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Whiteside, the pass to Hood. And the rejection by Harrell. The Clippers in the lead. Outside Jackson. Kicks it to Green. Now, here's Shamet. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Over Little. And it's Shamet missing.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
Hood can't get it to go. The Clippers shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Williams dishes to Harrell. Here's Shamet. His 3-pointers off the mark. And here's Little. He kicks it to Hood. From deep. Offensive rebound. And Whiteside stays right with it. Whiteside's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
I just love that effort by Hassan Whiteside. Focused, and he's a huge threat to score off the miss.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Shamet the pass to Green. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Nasir Little picks one up.
Jermichael Green, undrafted out of Alabama, played in the D-League and France, but he solidified himself as a quality NBA big man.
And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. To the middle. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. That shot wide open. McCollum's got his second bucket. Greg, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch of Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the two LA teams. And it's Anthony at the elbow. Kicks it out to McCollum. And the rejection by Harrell. Jackson up top, covered by Lillard. Green up on top. Back to Jackson. To the inside. Down low. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Anthony. Up the floor. And the shot goes in.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
Inside. Stolen by McCollum. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Here's Williams. Portland making their last shot. Shot clock at 5. Here's Leonard. Wide open shot is on the money. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
If you can't get Leonard a look inside, this is the next best thing. Terrific touch from mid-range.
Anthony dishes to Whiteside, and he banks in the layup. 6 points for Hassan Whiteside.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Williams with the ball. Here's Harrell, and that would have counted, but his shot was off. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good. Well, he's been an elite scorer for so long in the league. Jack, how did... And that does it for our halftime show.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Whiteside, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here's Whiteside. Now Beverly. Now the pass to Morris. And here's George for 3. Zubac's the pass to Leonard. Lays it up off the glass. Leonard's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
One of the more physical wings in the league. Kawhi gets smacked there, but not to be denied.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Here's George. Following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Morris into the lane. Here's Zubats. And stolen by Ariza. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And no stopping Lillard. Excellent at staying in control no matter what the D throws at him.
Landry Shamet's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Shamet kicks to Morris. Back to Shamet. The three from George. The shot comes out, and the Trailblazers going the other way. And now Portland on the break. It's tipped. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And that one's good, Shamet.
Every organization needs team-first guys like Patrick Beverley. That's a terrific pass.
Here's Trent. He's covered by Shamet. Down low. Nurkic dishes to Collins. To the inside. Here's Trent. Another shot. Nurkic the pass to Trent. Goes up again. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Beverly against Lillard. Back to Beverly. The Clippers rebound. Zubac kicks to Beverly. Here's Shamet. From outside, off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 3. Portland moving the ball around. Nurkic kicks it out to Collins. To the paint. Now the Clippers moving it up. George with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. Out to Morris. For the tie. They get it back to the wing on the left. Pass to Shamet. It's George on the wing. Here's Zubac. Outside for George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Misread each other on the pass. Tried to recover, but too late.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for the Trailblazers. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Williams, he's checked in for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson comes in for Patrick Beverley. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Hood. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Lou Williams.
Despite having a small frame, this is a big part of Lou Williams' game. Taking it up strong inside.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Morris passes to Jackson. .40 seconds left to play here in the third. Ariza against Williams. Back to Shamet. Just 4 to shoot. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Shamet's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles. Trent passes to Nurkic. Rebound by Harrell. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here's Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And so here's Portland. The lead is 2. They've got Harrell. Reggie Jackson out there with Williams. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Leonard in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
A welcome sight for this team. Whiteside with the catch and shoot in rhythm.
Lets it fly. Morris passes to Harrell. Outside Leonard. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Leonard. Clock at 6. Over Ariza. Almost, but it rolls out.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Trent passes to Whiteside. To the middle. Here's Trent. He's defended by Harrell. Anthony with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Leonard. And that one hits back iron. Trailblazers leading by 6. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Leonard with the steal. Morris against Ariza. Morris kicks to Leonard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Love the aggressiveness. Kawhi very active, very focused on the job at hand.
Morris against Anthony. Ariza, right side. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pushing it up. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
On the wing, Morris. Outside Leonard. Count the basket. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Trent can't hit. Clippers trail by 4. Williams passes to Harrell. He feeds it to Leonard. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Harrell. Paul George comes in for Lou Williams. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Reggie Jackson. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Lillard's checked in. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Ariza finds Lillard. Here is Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
So many of Whiteside's points, they come on dunks.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And that one's good. George.
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
Morris with the rebound.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
You know what we call this play? A dumb play all the way around, especially at this particular time.
And here we go, Anthony heading to the hoop. Paul George with the steal. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Leonard.
Knowing the situation, Kawhi willing and able to take control. Big bucket.
Nobody near Lillard. Portland again missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And George kicks to Beverly to take the lead. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Ariza passes to Carmelo. And George, here we go. Money! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Pass to Ariza. Now here's Whiteside. Back to McCollum. He dishes it to Anthony. Got it!
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Now here's Beverly. Morris finds George. No good from three-point territory. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
That one falls.
I mean, unbelievable. It's one thing to be talented, but Kawhi is clutch as well.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for... Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on GA. It's all yours.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Ariza in at the 3 slot. And for Dallas, inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Stripped away. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Hardaway with a wide open look. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And where Finney Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board.
Boy, showing you some power there, fellas. I mean, nice to see Doncic get up and drop it in with force that time.
And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Pass to Nurkic, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Doncic against Lillard. Nurkic with the block. Outside Anthony. Here's McCollum. Mavericks with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Finney Smith. Ariza covering. Crafty move. Finney Smith passes to Powell. Nurkic with the block. And now Portland on the break. Here's McCollum. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor, not the start they were looking for here.
Powell kicks to Porzingis. Back to Powell. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Excellent court awareness from the big man there. Porzingis proven to be a reliable passer.
Here's Ariza. He gets it in there.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. To the left wing. Here's Finney Smith. Ariza covering. Finney Smith passes to Doncic. It's good. Doncic has got his 2nd basket of the game. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence as these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day who was my favorite. You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Powell. Out to Doncic. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. On the Mavericks with some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. Curry comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Trailblazers trail by 3. There's the pass to Whiteside. Good on the wing. Brunson covering. Count it.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Brunson. Great D that time from Hood.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Curry outside. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
He's gaining more and more confidence over time from deep. Seth Curry proving he's got touch from out there.
Collins dishes to Hood. Inside. It's stolen by Curry. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Brunson. Pushes it down to finish the break.
Boy, quick hands that time by Curry on the steal. And his team makes sure the turnover is not in vain.
And Portland turns it over again. And Whiteside sends it back.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting shots. Outstanding at getting his arms up and denying shooters.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Mavericks lead by 2. And we'll get... Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have rings, but Damian...
I'm training in the summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Mavericks?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Trailblazers, Whiteside is out there with Collins. Then it's Little. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Trent in at the 2 spot. Curry on the wing. And here's Brunson. Here's Kleba. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Trent, guarded by Curry. Whiteside, the pass to Trent. Back to Whiteside. He feeds it to Hood. 5 to shoot. Portland needs to get off a shot. Whiteside, no good. Mavericks leading by 3. Now here's Brunson. Pass to Cauley-Stein. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
A different look for Dallas. Zinkas, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Hardaway comes in for Wright, and Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Lillard with it. Kicks to Little. Over Hardaway. And too long on the shot.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
The shot by Curry, no good. Trailblazers trail by 3. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that 2-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. But guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Nurkic with the block. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Clock at 4. Here's Powell. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. Trailblazers trail by 5.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Hardaway kicks to Finney-Smith. Down low, deflects the pass. Here's Powell. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And Powell doing a nice job using his length on these hard shots. I mean, excellent at powering through the contact.
Lillard, down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4. And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Ariza. Back to McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Inside. McCollum, no good. Mavericks leading by 5. Here's Doncic. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. C.J. McCollum, and that's good. McCollum's got 6.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
Lillard against Doncic. Out to the right wing. Outside Hardaway. This one for 3. That one doesn't drop. Now Portland takes it the other way. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And the basket by McCollum.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man. Puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
McCollum finds Ariza. Takes it from 10, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's Dallas up by 2. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. They're in. And that's going to do it for us here.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with.
Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
Here's Anthony. It's tipped. Nurkic, the pass to Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time. Rising up for the dunk.
The Mavericks leading. Outside Hardaway. And no good that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with.
Out to Doncic. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Seth Curry comes in for Hardaway. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
A different look for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Wright comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. And Portland with a change here, too. Collins checked in for Damian Lillard. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. That'll put Willie Cauley-Stein on the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum. The Mavericks shooting their fourth attempt at the free throw line right here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Kicks it out to Collins. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Hood's checked in. On defense, Dallas. They lead by 6, their biggest margin.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
The Trailblazers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
He dishes it to Wright. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
For Dallas, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Brunson, good.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Collins kicks to Whiteside. And it's Hood in the corner. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Whiteside, no good. Mavericks leading by 7. Here's Wright. Count that one. Wright's got 5 now.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Whiteside kicks to Hood, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for DeLon Wright. Portland also making some changes. Anthony's checked in for Collins, and Lillard subbed in for Little. 46 seconds left to play in the third. Brunson finds Curry. Outside Hardaway. The putback, great positioning on the putback. Cauley Stein's got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Pass to Lillard. Hood with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Mavericks leading by 11. Jacks up a three, and it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Trent. Portland, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Now Doncic. That shot off the mark. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got Yusuf Nurkic, Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Trent in at the 2-guard. Hardaway for 3, cans it from downtown. Hardaway has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And Doncic throws it down.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Nurkic against Powell. Kicks it out to Ariza. Back to Lillard. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. They grab their own miss. Out left to the wing. The pass to Porzingis. Nurkic with the steal. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Pass to Trent. They need this. That one good for 2.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Outside Hardaway. Passes to Porzingis. A floater. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Over to the left wing. For 3. Trent can't hit. Mavericks leading by 14. There's the lob to the hoop. It's stolen by Anthony. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. The shot by Lillard wide open. Off target from outside. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Doncic looking it over. Pass to Powell. Here's Finney-Smith. Outside Hardaway. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Lillard, the pass to Carmelo. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Like seeing Powell flex his muscle on the defensive end. Really good at timing his jump to block the shots.
And there's the pass to Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Powell against Nurkic. Down low. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Anthony.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
And here is Curry. To the paint. Here's Powell. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Dallas.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
Porzingis kicks to Finney Smith. Right side Curry. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Dallas.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
To the middle, Powell with the steal. Doncic outside. Outside, Porzingis. Beyond the arc. It's not going to go for him. From deep. No good. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Some good competition. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. tip-off coming up. We've got just...
Well, guys, I'm very familiar with C.J. McCollum's college days playing ball.
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the 3. Now here's Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Lillard. And he jams it right over Jared Allen. Wow!
It's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to, but this team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Here's Anthony, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. LeVert against Ariza. Anthony kicks to Ariza. Back to Anthony. And it's sent back by KD.
But Durant has arms that just keep on going and going and going. You aren't going to be able to just get a shot by him.
Bucket is good. The Trailblazers on offense. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Second chance shot, and Nurkic gets it to go.
Now, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Here's Irving. Yep, that one goes in there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's McCollum. Down low. Nurkic dishes to McCollum. Shakes him. Allen with the rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And then Durant with the jam.
I mean, this guy is almost 7 feet. Durant runs the floor beautifully, knowing where to be at all times in transition.
McCollum with the ball, and Allen picks him up defensively. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by McCollum.
Oh, you have to appreciate the ball moving and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
Here's Irving. No good there. Some solid defense from Lillard. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's McCollum. They get it again. Kicks it out to Ariza from downtown. No good on that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Irving, and it's sent back by Lillard. And here we go, Anthony heading to the hoop. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Allen. And stolen by Lillard. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Makes it off the glass. Anthony's got his second basket. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Portland with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn. Here's Nurkic. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Nurkic has got 6 points. And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. LeVert kicks to Dinwiddie. LeVert against Ariza. Good D by Ariza.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been easy.
Irving for 3. Here's Allen. And Allen slams it in.
A superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel for how to get positioning helps big time.
Now here's Ariza. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. To the paint. Stolen by Allen. Here's Irving. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 4 assists in the game. Nurkic the pass to Ariza. Anthony looking it over. He gets it up, and that one released in time, but no good. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind of an it.
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
They got Whiteside. Collins is out there with Little. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Trent in at the point guard position. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Hood can't get it to go.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
And the layup's good off the glass. Luwawu's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Collins dishes to Whiteside. Passes it to Little. Collins against Prince. Collins kicks to Whiteside. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Prince outside. It's deflected. Dinwiddie with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Harris has got the ball and plenty of contact up. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Pass to Harris. To the wing right side. Back to Prince. In the corner, it's Harris. There's the feed to Dinwiddie. And stolen by Hood. And now Portland on the break. Here's Trent. Now the dish to Collins. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Hood against Dinwiddie. And he jams it with authority.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Trent. Now here's Little, guarded by Harris. Hood, the pass to Whiteside. 6 to shoot. Cuts off the pass. And here we go. Harris heading to the hoop. And slam dunk by Harris.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
Yeah, and defensively, you'd like to see a greater effort to change ends.
Whiteside, the pass to Trent. And a wide open look for Hood. Nailed from three-point land. Hood's got 5.
And they depend on Hood to knock these shots down. He knows he's out there just to do this.
And that one is good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now.
especially on the interior.
Inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. 1:09 left in the first half. Now the pass to Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Trent passes to Carmelo. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession wasted.
And Portland making a change here. Ariza's checked in. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Here's Lillard off the inbound. It's hauled in by Harris. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
He was all alone on that one. 10 points for him.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And here's McCollum for 3. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists in the game. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one, good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Outside Anthony. He dishes it to Nurkic, and it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. There's 14 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Dishes it to McCollum. Back to Nurkic. 5 on the clock. Now Ariza. No good with the layup. Nurkic with the steal. And so it's Brooklyn bringing the... Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were never able to get the lead above 4. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. Anthony against Durant. Lillard, the pass to Anthony. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Anthony's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Trailblazers.
And Trevor Ariza, a different player now than he once was, but during his prime, he was as athletic as anybody on the floor.
You can say that again, Jay. And he's done a good job adjusting his game as he's grown older. He went from mostly a slasher to a 3-and-D player. I mean, it's allowed him to have a lengthy career.
LeVert with a wide open look. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Lillard outside. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And don't sleep on Lillard's vertical. When he's going strong to the bucket, he's capable of throwdowns like these.
Outside, KD. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Yeah, easy call. And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Hassan Whiteside comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Little in for Anthony. And then for Brooklyn, Jordan, he's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Karis LeVert, and Luwawu subbed in for Dinwiddie.
Well, here's the thing. Irving draws so much attention from the defense. I mean, there's always a guy left wide open.
Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Zach Collins checked in for Ariza. Rodney Hood subbed in for Damian Lillard.
Okay, great effort by Whiteside, running the floor with a purpose and putting himself in a good position to finish.
Irving kicks to Prince, passes it to Durant. Kicks it out to Prince. On the wing, Irving. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. To the inside, Whiteside. Good D by Jordan.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
KD's shot is good.
You have to respect everything that Durant can do on the floor. You have to live with it. I mean, when he knocks down that pull-up jumper, crazy.
Down low. Whiteside, the pass to Lillard. Whiteside with it. Guarded now by Irving. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
What you love about Lillard is his drive. He wants to keep improving. He's a super competitive player.
Anthony's checked in for Portland. Lillard, the pass to Anthony. Clock at 6. Back to Lillard, and stolen by Irving. In transition, here come the Nets. KD's got the ball. A step-back shot here. Irving's shot is good. 16 points for Kyrie Irving.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Whiteside dishes to Hood. Back to Whiteside. Good D by Jordan. Nets leading by 8. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Irving. KD's got 10 points in the game. Whiteside finds Lillard. Back to Whiteside. Pass to Lillard. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Shoots from the line. No good from Irving. For Portland, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Irving against Lillard to the right side. Whiteside, high post. Got that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Damian Lillard.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Yes, that goes in.
I like watching Lillard shoot when he's in rhythm. He's superb at switching from dribbling to shooting in the blink of an eye.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. Here's Irving. Here's Jordan. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
He struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. That's a 2 from Lillard, and misses it off the right side of the rim. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Nets lead by 4 from Portland. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
But it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Ariza in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. He looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
Both free throws good from Anthony.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw. Dinwiddie outside. LeVert from outside. And staying with the play, Allen.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
And it's McCollum off the drive. Nurkic gets to Ariza. Outside Anthony. Back to Ariza. He feeds it to Nurkic. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Brooklyn making some changes. Kevin Durant comes in for Jordan. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Harris. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. A nice shot by LeVert.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor him.
Cullen passes to Nurkic. LeVert against Ariza. Back to Nurkic. Rebounded by the Nets. Allen's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Durant finds Dinwiddie. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
He gets that one.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
LeVert from outside. And it's Portland with the rebound.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
And Anthony gets double teamed to the paint. Here's McCollum. And that one, good. McCollum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Irving. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
You have to love it. There's no quit in this kid, Irving. When he gets hit, he sticks with his shot.
And that one falls for Irving.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Anthony against Durant. Anthony dishes to Ariza. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
It's clear to me. Is it clear to you that Ariza feels at home in the post? I mean, just working his way inside and nailing these quality shots.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Outside Irving. Pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Durant. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. LeVert from outside. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball.
The more threes he misses, I mean, the more he wants to take. Where they do that at? That's not the right mindset.
No, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Tries again. Allen's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They've led by as much as 10. That one goes in.
When you need a big bucket, you were looking for Durant every chance you get. He has delivered so many times in that situation.
Reza passes to Anthony. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. So Anthony nails both of them.
And now down to a one-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
Allen drives in, and it's Allen with the jam.
Check out the burst on the big fella. Allen flashing some serious mobility.
Levert against Ariza. Cullen passes to Ariza. Here's Nurkic, and it's sent back by Allen. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him. Nets leading by 5. 1:05 left in the 4th. To the middle. That's good from Allen on the assist by Irving.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
Back to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Feeds to Nurkic. Yes!
Well, this is what you want from Nurkic. A fearless player who welcomes the chance to take important shots.
44 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Irving. The shot will not fall. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Lillard with it. Defended by Dinwiddie. Back to Lillard. Anthony finds Lillard. The tray. Levert grabs the miss.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Irving with it. There's the pass to Durant. Let's keep it alive. A reverse. Allen, that's good.
You really got to hit Allen if you want to stop him. Just so long and strong from there.
So it's the Nets picking up the win. A narrow win under difficulty. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll The lights of downtown reflecting off the Willamette River in this terrific look at the picturesque city of Portland. Well, hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much. CJ.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. And the Clippers starting five. We've got Marcus Morris. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. Now, here is George. Zubac tips it back in.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Here's Ariza. Back to McCollum. The pass to Nurkic. And the rejection by Zubac. Up top, Morris. Covered by Anthony. George against McCollum. Kicks it out to Leonard. And that one drops.
Count on Kawhi Leonard to work as much as he needs to get to the spots on the floor where he can be successful. He's a good shooter from mid-range.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons, goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Inside, Ariza passes to Nurkic, kicks it out to Lillard. Anthony left side. McCollum outside. Down low, stolen by Zubac. Lillard against Beverley. Here's George. Fires from 14. He doesn't hit that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. McCollum outside. Lillard outside. Over Beverley. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And Nurkic did a great job just keeping the motor running.
The Clippers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And George kicks to Beverley. Leonard on the wing. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, when you get into a system, your first system in the league where you share the ball, Kawhi Leonard keeping his head up and finding the open man.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Morris outside. Pass to Zubac. Kicks to Beverley. Leonard with the ball. The three from George. Rebound by Nurkic.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Looking for Anthony and gets it there. 6 to shoot. That's good from Ariza on the assist by Anthony.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Beverley finds George. Takes a three. Out to Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. The shot by George, no good.
It getting cold in here. This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
McCollum, no good. The Clippers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And here's Leonard from 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Shoots it up. Good. He hits the jump shot. Leonard's got 6.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Clippers ahead, up by 4 from Portland. We're back in a moment. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him. And before the game, we talked.
I think in the past, anytime I got into a rhythm.
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
We've got Rodney Hood. Whiteside is out there with Collins. Then it's Little. And it's Trent in at the 1. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
And the personality of Whiteside can be infectious when he's engaged. And there are times when I think the coaching staff tries to draw that out of him, make him more competitive, more consistent.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. Williams dishes to Harrell. Outside for Jackson. Lets it go from deep. And it's Shamet missing. Hood deciding where to go with it. Here's Collins, and he uses the glass on the layup. Collins has got the lead up to 2 now for Portland.
Yeah, Hood does a good job there of surveying the floor and being ready to deliver the pass.
Collins passes a Little. To the middle, and stolen by Harrell. Shamet with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Now, here's Shamet. D right on him. Collins with some nice D.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s. Players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year. How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the contest. Portland leading. Little kicks to Hood. Passes it to Trent. The 3. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Back to Whiteside. He dishes it to Collins. To the inside. And it's Whiteside. That time on the assist by Collins. And the Trailblazers lead by 3. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Harrell finds Williams. Left side Jackson. Shamet up top. Back to Jackson. Shamet on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. Trailblazers leading by 3. Right wing. Whiteside dishes to Little. Back to Whiteside. And Portland again with the bucket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Jackson down low. He's covered by Whiteside. Back to Williams. And the pass to Shamet. Second shot opportunity, and it's Whiteside with the rebound. And here are the Blazers. They're on a 12-3 run right now. Little passes to Collins. To the paint. Little kicks to Whiteside. From 11 feet away. And he overshot that one, missing. Clippers trail by 5. 1:30 left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Williams. Good ball movement here by the Clippers.
I see him.
There's Jackson with the 3. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Jackson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, he's just gifted with the basketball, and that includes making plays. Lou Williams spotting a man that time.
Trent passes to Hood, and stolen by Williams. It's stolen by Little. Collins passes to Whiteside. There's 42 seconds left here in the second. Collins dishes to Whiteside. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from 14. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Clippers trail by 4. Jackson down low. Green. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Hood against Williams. He kicks it to Harrell. Pass to Shamet. Just 3 on the clock. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They're in better shape now than they were at one point. And that'll do it for our...
I promise to pray for a positive fate.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Hassan Whiteside in this game. Guys, he's everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
Well, we've got a moment left set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against.
Anthony finds Lillard. Back to Anthony. Inside. And the rejection by Zubac. Just 2 to shoot. 3-pointer, Lillard. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Whiteside's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, there's not a rebound that Whiteside cannot get to when he's floating around the charge circle, reaches up, snatches that one down.
Here's George. Zubac. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Anthony left side. Kicks it to Lillard. Back to Anthony. The feed now to Whiteside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Beverly the pass to Zubac. Morris outside. From past the arc. Passes it to Zubac. Back to George. That shot, no good. Good D by McCollum.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Lillard outside. Launches it. Offensive rebound. It's McCollum on the wing. Lillard against Beverly. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
From deep, George buries it from three-point range. George has got 5.
I like how Paul George right now is reading the defense like a Sunday paper, has a good feel as to when to fire from distance.
Anthony kicks to McCollum. Back to Anthony. From deep three-point range. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Down low. Nurkic the pass to McCollum. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. George finds Morris. Back to George. Anthony against Morris. From deep, George. Now here's Beverly. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. George, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
McCollum against George. McCollum passes to Nurkic. Ariza goes in. With the teardrop. Goes back up. Nurkic gets to Ariza. Back to Nurkic. Stolen by Zubac. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Good.
You always talk about the first 2 steps in transition, and Paul George out quick and decisively that time.
Stolen by George. Zubac the pass to Leonard. Outside, George. Up in time. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Trailblazers lead by 1. From Portland, we're back in a moment. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. We've got Damian Lillard, Anthony out there with Nurkic. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Trent in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. The Clippers trail. Jackson up top, covered by Lillard. Harrell trying to free himself up. Banked in off the glass.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. The pass to Trent. Back to Anthony. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Leonard with the steal. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Williams against Nurkic. Tries it from 9. And there's Harrell. That's good on the assist by Williams. And the Clippers lead by 3. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
And Los Angeles guys shooting for the game at 42%. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Outside for Jackson. Clock at 6. It's up a 3. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. Trailblazers trail by 3. Anthony, the pass to Ariza. Lillard outside. Pass to Trent. Poke loose. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Think about Nurkic, how great it is to see him back on the floor. That horrific leg injury back in March of 2019.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Takes the 3. Portland grabs the miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And stolen by Harrell. Here's Jackson. Ariza with the rebound. Ariza's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Lillard. Trailblazers keep it alive. Knocked loose. Ariza outside. Anthony on the wing. Pass to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. Leaves it dishes to Nurkic. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And Jackson gets it to go. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Ariza finds Lillard. And it's all evened up. Lillard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, and such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Williams inside. Ariza covering. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers to take the lead. Anthony trying to get open. He takes it up and lays it in.
How about the experience paying off here as Ariza excellent at noticing that his man was wide open.
Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Jackson has the open look. They get it back. Harrell on the follow. Harrell's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Montrezl Harrell, not the first guy you think about, but he comes through first class.
And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball.
Clutch bucket by Nurkic on that possession. They needed that one.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. Williams passes to Harrell. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. 6 points for Montrezl Harrell.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Lillard, the pass to Ariza. Just 5 to shoot. To the inside. Trent. Money!
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
To the paint. Here's Leonard. Count it! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And now the go-to guy in these situations. Leonard can handle that kind of pressure in the big moment as well as anyone.
And Anthony gets double teamed. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
Portland with the ball. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Morris comes in for Landry Shamet. Paul George is checked in for Williams. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Reggie Jackson. McCollum against Leonard. Count it!
And so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the Jets to screen down the lane, then toss it off with the thunder finish.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. He feeds it to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Here's the three. Count it!
Oh, man, the DNA test comes back, and there is a clutch gene. McCollum with the confidence to deliver.
And the Clippers call time here. They're behind by 3. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And only one choice here. They need a 3. I'm sure he's going to sub in all of his best shooters. Under 2 seconds remaining. It has to be a catch-and-shoot 3 if they hope to tie it.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Yusuf Nurkic.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block.
What a shot! Yes. Amazing!
Unreal.
And guys, that's one for the highlight reel. They needed a 3 to extend the game, and the young fella delivered.
Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Whiteside is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. Morris, no good. Portland leading. There's the triple. Offensive rebound.
And it's nice to see Whiteside stepping up in a big way with buckets like that.
The Clippers shooting reasonably well, 45%. And Leonard has it in the corner. George with no one around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Go ahead and lead him, Paul George. Stepping up. Huge shot at this moment in the game.
Lillard against Beverly. Lillard attacking. Back to Nurkic. And the rejection by Zubac. They get it back. Whiteside, good.
I think that's what the coaching staff was talking to us about, having Whiteside play with that kind of confidence and that kind of conviction.
And Beverly kicks to Zubac. Stolen by McCollum. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself. Right side, the pass to McCollum. Dishes it to Ariza. Pass to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. 3-pointer. Morris with the rebound. Clippers trail by 3. The 3 from George. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far here in overtime. Here's Nurkic.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's George missing. A big-time possession here.
Yeah, and their hearts must be going 100 miles an hour right now.
McCollum finds Ariza. Shoots the 3. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic.
Man, the score being this close, you have to retain possession of the ball. You just can't give it away like that.
Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Whiteside. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Lou Williams is checked in for Patrick Beverly. George passes to Leonard. Outside for George. Rebound by the Trailblazers. McCollum outside. Lets it go with a 3. The rebound by Paul George. And here's Leonard from 3. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean,
starting lineup. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Nurkic in at the center position.
If Powell's on the court, he's a threat to dunk it. Incredible athleticism.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts are spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
Out to Anthony. Back to Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
Finney Smith passes to Powell. Nurkic with the block, and he recovers it. Out to Doncic. Second shot opportunity. Makes it off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Anthony finds Nurkic. Back to Anthony. Over Porzingis. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Nurkic.
Now, just such a high percentage look, but with Melo, it's almost just a given. Tough to stop.
Hardaway with it. Lillard picks him up. Here's Powell. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Nurkic. Good D by Hardaway. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Finney Smith passes to Powell. Nurkic with the block. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance.
This guy's showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
And there it is for him.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Doncic dishes to Powell. Passes it to Finney Smith. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Doncic finds Cauley Stein. Basket counts.
Well, Luka Doncic has an innate sense for when his teammates are open, and boy, does he deliver it.
The pass to Lillard. And they double up Whiteside. Back to Lillard. Kicks it out to Collins. He feeds it to Whiteside. Yep, it counts.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Curry passes to Cauley Stein. Over Collins. Cauley Stein's shot is good.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
Lillard outside. Kicks it to Whiteside. Back to Lillard. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Feeds it to Cauley Stein. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 6 points for Willie Cauley-Stein.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Rodney Hood's checked in for the Trailblazers. Dallas also making some changes. Wright comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Now here's Little. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Hood finds Whiteside. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Kleba, the pass to Brunson. Off target from the wing.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Here's Hood to the left side wing. Pass to Whiteside. Over Cauley-Stein.
And that stifling defense of Cauley-Stein is what got him drafted 6th back in 2015.
And well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his...
I think it comes from being a...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And, guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Jalen Brunson out there with Wright, and it's Curry in at the 3 spot.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
The kick out to Wright. Rebounded by Hood.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Cullen passes to Little. That puts them in the lead. Little's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And right, here we go. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Hardaway's checked in for the Mavericks. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. From deep. Unable to get that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. To the middle. It's deflected. Hood for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Wright with it. Now defended by McCollum. The shot by Kleba. Wide open. And they will call over the back on the play.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Now, they like to fly in at the last moment rather than establish position early.
Damian Lillard's checked in for Hood. Dallas also making some changes. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for DeLon Wright. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Lillard. The Mavericks making the shot. Pass to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. Back to Lillard. Porzingis with the rebound.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And the dunk by Powell.
Outstanding timing from Powell. Rises up for the forceful alley-oop.
Portland trailing here. Ariza kicks to McCollum. High post, Nurkic. 1:58 left now here in the second. Anthony, no one around. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. And here is Powell. Passes to Porzingis. Doncic against Lillard. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Kicks it out to McCollum. And there's the pass to Lillard. Inside. 1:10 left in the first half of the game. McCollum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Tim Hardaway picks one up. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
And Collins has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Now, here's Doncic, taken away by Anthony. One-on-one fast break. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Hardaway kicks to Finney-Smith. From outside the arc. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Trailblazers leading by 4. Here's Lillard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, Dame loves to test the defense like that, runs up against it, and then outworks them.
4 free throws good from Lillard.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Curry on the wing. Here's Wright. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. He kicks it to Cauley-Stein. That's tipped, but he recovers it. It's Curry outside. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Some good moments from both teams. And that'll do it.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We've seen Dwight Powell really having a great game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Ariza in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now here is Hardaway. Doncic outside. Now the feed to Powell. The shot missing, and it's Portland the other way. Here's McCollum. Up and in on the layup. McCollum's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Doncic. Lillard dishes to Carmelo. Back to Lillard. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A physical big. Nurkic embracing, going up and attracting the contact when he's trying to score.
Whiteside's checked in for Portland. Hood comes in for Damian Lillard. Dallas also making some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Hardaway. Here's Finney Smith. Here's Porzingis. Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Ariza goes in. And a wide open look for McCollum. Portland again missing.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. DeLon Wright comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Seth Curry in for Doncic. Now here's Hood. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
1:39 left here in the third quarter. Down low and stolen by Wright. Here's the break. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Kleber slams it in.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Hood deciding where to go with it. Collins kicks to Little. Inside. Pass to Collins. Back to Nurkic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nurkic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
Runs in the pass to Cauley Stein. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Cauley Stein's got 8 points.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Pass to Nurkic. To the paint. Here's Trent. Sweet move. And he gets it to go. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Runs in the pass to Cauley Stein. Outside for Curry. There's the 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The shot and game clock separated by 4. The dish to Little. To the middle. Nurkic the pass to Trent. Little with the ball. Curry meets him. Here's Hood, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Just 4 seconds left in the third. Here's Curry. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Curry's got his first bucket in this one.
I think he's adding more toughness to his game, and it's great to see Seth Curry stick with it and finish strong.
Yusuf Nurkic has been on display for the Portland Trailblazers. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here.
with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Dwight Powell is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Curry. Then there's Doncic, and it's Cauley Stein in at the center. Now, here's Doncic, 5 to shoot, and stolen by Lillard. Here's Trent, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
It's good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Trailblazers leading by 7. And it's Ariza in the corner. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And it goes down 2 points.
Well, you know the unselfishness and professionalism Trevor Ariza gives you. If there's an open man, he'll find him.
Here's Powell. Portland grabs the miss.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Curry can't get it to go. And Whiteside's got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Anthony against Powell. Outside Anthony, 5 on the clock. Whiteside finds Anthony, and no good, trying to use the glass. Mavericks trail by 11. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Outside Hardaway. Here's Curry with the 3, and it's Portland with the rebound. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds in this game.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough. He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That'll be his second foul of the game. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Now Powell, after the miss, 3 from Damian Lillard. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Hardaway. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. He dishes it to Anthony. Lillard surveying the D. Good on the shot.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Ariza brings the double. Here's Finney-Smith. No good on the triple. Trailblazers leading by 10. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul. Mavericks on D. A 3 from McCollum. Offensive rebound. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Again the miss by Lillard. Mavericks trail by 10. Stolen by McCollum. They swipe it. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, at 7'3", yes, he can dunk. But with that athleticism and his sense for the dramatic and his flair, look out, folks. He can be special.
Reeves dishes to Nurkic. Portland no good that time either. Dallas has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Fires for three. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Ariza. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And again, the turnover by the Mavericks. So Portland ends up going with the new group. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Swanigan the pass to Simons. Bounce pass Collins. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities. They look out. Strong finish.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Swanigan no good. He lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. So the Trailblazers win it. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.